In the Middle Ages, a simple drink of water was never simple. Streams were often polluted, wells contaminated, and disease spread easily through drinking water. So what did people drink instead? How did peasants, monks, nobles, and even children stay hydrated? Their choices weren't just practical. They shaped daily life, culture, and health. This is the story of medieval drinks, from barley ale to sacred wine, from herbal teas to vinegar tonics. And no, it wasn't all about drunken feasting. The most common drink across medieval Europe was ale. Not the strong brew we know today, but a weak, lightly fermented drink made from barley. It contained just enough alcohol to kill bacteria, making it safer than water. It was consumed with breakfast, lunch, and dinner by men, women, and even children. Brewed in homes and taverns, ale was essential. It was food, drink, and medicine in one cup. Monks were the master brewers of the medieval world. In monasteries, beer wasn't just a drink, it was a ritual. Benedictine rules allowed monks to consume beer even during fasting. They perfected recipes, added herbs like hops for preservation, and stored their brews in cold cellars. Monastic beer was cleaner, stronger, and often better tasting than village ale. It sustained both monks and pilgrims alike. Yes, even children drank ale. It was watered down and weak, but safer than untreated water. There was no concept of child-friendly drinks, only what wouldn't make them sick. Mothers often brewed small ale at home. It had just enough fermentation to prevent spoilage, but not enough to intoxicate. To grow up in the Middle Ages meant growing up with ale. Fresh milk was rare. It spoiled quickly, but when it was available, it was mostly for children or the sick. More often, milk was turned into cheese, butter, or drunk as buttermilk, the tangy leftover liquid after churning butter. In some regions, warm milk was served in the evenings with bread. It wasn't glamorous, but it was nourishing. Herbal infusions were the medieval answer to tea. They were made by steeping dried herbs like sage, chamomile, thyme, and mint in hot water. These drinks weren't recreational, they were medicinal. Used to treat fevers, stomach aches, and stress, herbal brews were part of everyday monastic and household care. Many of these traditions still survive today. Wine was a drink of power and privilege. It was common in Southern Europe, rare and expensive in the North. Nobles drank it daily, sweetened with honey, spiced with herbs. It played a role in feasts, religious rituals, and diplomacy. In monasteries, wine was sacred, but for peasants, wine was rare, something reserved for weddings, church, or deathbeds. Vinegar was more than seasoning. It was a base for drinks. Mixed with water and herbs, it created a sour tonic called posca, refreshing and mildly antiseptic. Some added honey to make it drinkable. In hot weather or after heavy labor, these vinegar drinks helped quench thirst. They were the Gatorade of the Middle Ages. Did medieval people drink all day long? Yes, but not to get drunk. Their drinks were weak, safe, and functional. Water existed, but only from trusted wells or springs. The myth of a constantly drunk Middle Ages is just that, a myth. Survival required clarity, not constant intoxication. Medieval drinks were born from necessity. They were simple, practical, and often ingenious. In ale, wine, milk, and herbs, medieval people found safety, strength, and comfort. Every sip was a decision: how to live, what to trust, how to survive, and sometimes even how to celebrate being alive.